What's going on, guys, and welcome back for the very last time to Auburn, Alabama, as we look to complete the final two challenges that we have in our college career of winning a conference championship and a national championship. Obviously, we are set up very well for it, as you see right here. We're going to be taking on Texas in the SEC championship, and of course, the winner is going to get a first-round bye. However, where we're ranked right now, and after a 12-0 season, there's a very good possibility that we still end up getting a first-round bye if we end up losing to Texas. But let's hope that we don't have to see what that scenario ends up being, because hopefully we'll end up beating Texas in this final week. Now, question is, of course, as we end up skipping practice, are those two skill points really going to help us at all? Is there a place where we can end up putting those two where it's actually going to work out? Obviously, we can always do that with the IQ. However, looks like we are going to have safety valve, be able to upgrade that to silver, which, of course, we do end up going out for passes pretty frequently, so I think it could definitely help us. Of course, it's going to improve that overall catching. So again, hopefully that's going to help us out here as we get into the conference championship. Again, this is going to be a really big game. Even if we don't end up winning, like I said, we should still end up getting a first round bye in the playoffs. But realistically, one of our goals was to end up winning a conference championship. We thought it was going to be in the Big Ten, but looks like it might be in the SEC. Of course, we'd also like to do that in the NFL, in the NFC or the AFC championship game, depending on where we end up getting drafted. But of course, first, we want to win one here in colleges. We unfortunately don't get a block on that guy out there, which caused us to cut up the middle. And needless to say, ended up not really picking up any yards on that. We did get a positive one, but ain't nothing for what we usually do, right? So let's go. A little play action right here. We'll end up catching that. We stay on our feet. Let's go. We stay up a little bit more, and we end up picking up 4 on that one. So, unfortunately, we do have a fourth or a third down. 3rd and 5 right here, so we're going to have to find a way to pick this up, which means that we're going to have to end up splitting out, which is never a bad thing. And let's see if we can actually pick this up on the out as they end up going into zone, and that allows us to pick up a first down, obviously on the other side of the field. So damn good way to start the drive off with a first down. Obviously, it had to come after a handful of plays, and we had to convert a 3rd down, but okay, as long as we end up picking it up, that's the positive thing. As we go for the RPO right here, he ends up throwing it out on the bubble, and that's only a gain of 1. Kind of like the first play that we ended up having out there today. Now, I don't like any of those play calls, so we're actually going to go for the halfback stretch here, and why not to the wide side of the field, despite the fact that there are a lot of guys over there. Sorry, we're going to find a way to get around all of them. Let's get it out to the outside. We'll cut it up, actually. And we end up picking up a good 7 yards on that. I did not mean to select the same play, so we're going to end up going for the halfback dive. He ended up kind of stepping up there in the middle, but that's all right. We're going to still pick this up. 3rd and 2, right up the middle, good blocks. And that should be enough for the first. That is a 4th and inches. Thank God Coach wants to go for it. I will give him that. Oh, and they're all kind of stacking the line. Maybe going for this isn't the right idea. Let's call an audible here. Let's go levels. He should be able to have one of our receivers short. If not, we'll be over there in the flats. No, why are you throwing it deep? Nice catch, man. Really great call right there. I'm glad he ended up throwing that one deep right there. And now that's going to give us a chance to have a red zone possession right here. I knew he was going to make that play the whole time. I just wanted to create a little bit of suspense. As we get some good blocks up the middle, but 20 comes in off the edge unblocked. And needless to say, ends up taking us down. So let's go up for a pass right here. Obviously, that's been the best part of our game. They do not have a great secondary now, do they? Hit me. No, damn it. I was hoping to get more of a catch and run on that one. But instead, that is going to be a 3rd and goal on the 4. We're going to go for an RPO right here. And honestly, I only see a couple guys out there. Our tight end should be open. Just kind of leaking out into the flat. As he is. Let's go. Get in the end zone, buddy. He does not. And that is going to be a 4th and goal on the 2. And even though Coach went for it on 4th down before, he's kicking the field goal this time. We got so close on that one. And just couldn't punch it in. But, hey, at least they only end up getting a field goal as well. And we got ourselves a tie game again. It's as if nothing happened in the first quarter. As we'll end up going to the outside here. Wow, we end up getting stopped for a loss of 4. I think we're going to try to get one more play off here before the end of the quarter. And it'd be really nice to be able to pick up a little more than that. So let's go. No blocks on that one this time. And it's a 3rd and 15. Honestly, I think that we're going to let this run out to the end of the quarter. Because I think we need the breather. We ended up losing 5 on the first 2 plays of this drive. And we are at risk of going down here if we do not end up picking up the first down on 3rd and long. Question is, what do we go with? Part of me actually thinks that we should be going for a screen. But instead, we're going to go for the angle route. Obviously, we're going to end up splitting out because we're better that way. He always gets us. It doesn't matter where he gets it to us. But we're just going to find a way to pick up a first down right here. That is not where we wanted to go. That is on me. And, yeah, now we might end up losing it because of us. Now, if we were the QB in this game, we would not have taken a chance like that. But I don't know. I want the ball. I'm very selfish in this game. As we end up getting a couple good blocks, but we get tripped up by someone right there, and that is unfortunate. I thought that we actually had a pretty good lane right there, but we just couldn't get out, I guess. Again, I think we might have got trapped on our on one of our linemen. I did not quite realize, to be honest. That's all right. 2nd and 8 right here. Hit us. There we go. Right to the sideline. That's going to be a first down. That's what we were trying to do on the one that ended up getting picked off, but needless to say, did not get what we wanted. Let's go up the middle. Man. Well, they know what part of our game is best, and it's just unfortunate that they know how to stop it. As, yeah, they're just kind of clogging up the middle right there. So let's see what we can do to, I don't know why we're going play action, but let's see if we can get out into the flat here. Oh, at least, hey, you know what? We pick up the block. He still ends up getting sacked anyways, but at least we picked up the block and gave him a chance. But now we got to go for the screen. Oh, is that going to be a corner blitz? Or are they just double teaming him out there? Nope, they're just double teaming him out there. Oh my gosh. We couldn't get a block right there. We end up getting taken down for a loss again, and we are really struggling this half. And this type of play definitely is not going to get us deep in the playoffs, so we need to pick this up. We're just going to, we're just going to, I guess, claim this to be our warm-up game. You know what I mean? We end up picking up a first down on that one, thankfully. Finally get that monkey off our back of getting taken down for losses. Big gain on that one. And last play here before the 2-minute warning. Should have kept running out. Instead, we ended up trying to cut it up, and we end up getting stopped. Sorry, 2-minute warning right here. We have 68 yards to go to be able to get into the end zone. And at the very least, we want to be able to end up picking up a field goal here. Any kind of points are good points. So we're going to drift off into the flat here on 2nd and 7. Let's see if you can find someone downfield. Like us right there. As we get around him, we try to cut it back, but we're all the way down to the 41-yard line now. It is good news, especially the way this drive kind of started. Let's go. We got 1:50 left. We have 3 timeouts. We got plenty of time right here. Oh, why did you loft that up? It doesn't matter though. Let's go. We get outside. We get around. What a spin move, and we got ourselves a touchdown. Finally getting the end zone. The first touchdown of the day by either team. And, man, I'm surprised that we got that burst of energy. That's a burst that we had not seen all game up to this point. Thankfully, it came in the right spot. Let's go. 52 seconds left. Thankfully, we get a nice, decent block over there, but obviously not enough to be able to do too much for us. 2nd and 9, though. We're going to go up for a pass. Realistically, we do want to run some clock off here because I don't think that we're going to get a score. And we don't want them to get the ball back. So let's see what we can do right here. They will probably end up starting using some timeouts eventually. Let's go. This looks good to me. All right. Well, maybe I shouldn't have thought that we weren't going to pick it up. But all right. So we get a pretty good gain out there. So let's do that again, I guess. Let's go. We're on the 31-yard line. We are still a whiles away from the from field goal range. But this should allow us to get a little bit closer. A little fake out right there. Let's go. There you go. Find him underneath. But that's not going to be enough to really help. Can we rush to the line and do this again? Get out there. Oh, no, we should have probably called the timeout. It's all right. We're going to go on the out right here. No, we ran too far out of bounds. Well, that's not what we wanted to do. That is not what we wanted to do. I thought we were going to remain in bounds for a little bit longer, but this ain't not the case. 3rd and 3 now. Let's go. Let's get free. No, not going to get it. And that is going to be the end of the half. Well, not an exciting game so far, but at least we're up 10-6. Again, 3 field goals and 1 touchdown, courtesy of us. Thank you very much. But 11 carries for, 21 yards? Yeah, we need to definitely pick it up on the ground. And thankfully, we're going to get a chance to, because, and pretty quickly as well, because our defense forced a pretty quick 3 and out as we end up getting the draw right here. We end up getting a good 10 yards on that one. Great block by our center, being able to pick that guy up. That was the last guy that I thought he was going to end up at least clipping us, be able to stop us near the line of scrimmage. Thank God not this time. Now, it happened right there, unfortunately, but hell, you know what, though? It's, at least we're almost at midfield. I guess that's one benefit right here. Whatever the case may be, though, let's see if we can get out into the flat. There we go. We end up getting stopped like dead in our tracks, though. We're going to go with the slip screen here on 3rd and 3. Let's see if we can at least get a couple yards here. That would be ideal. Hit me. And we don't have a guy to block. You've got to be kidding me, guys. We have 3 guys that are supposed to be out there for our protectors, and not a single one picked them up. But thankfully, our defense is doing what they've done all year, and they're just keeping us in this game. If it wasn't for them, we would be donezo right here. And if it wasn't for us running into the back of that one guy, we would have had a lot more than 4 yards. In fact, we would be probably down by the 30. So let's go for the counter as we end up thankfully getting some good blocks. And we get a little shifty down to the 25-yard line. And would you look at that, guys, we're starting to pick up that yardage total. We've effectively more than doubled our rushing yards. And it's only been 2 drives. So let's see if we can add to it right here. It goes for the bubble on the RPO. So we get a block loss, but we do end up picking up 5 yards. And that is better than a block loss. Or I guess it offsets the block loss. 2nd and 5, though, as we go up the middle. Great blocks. There we go, all the way down to the 40-yard line. And we're just picking up yard after yard. Very hard-fought yards. So let's go. We got another RPO going right here. I trust our quarterback. How many times have I said that and it's backfired on us? As it did right there. I just called the screen. I don't think that that's going to be a good idea. Instead, we're going to go for the inside zone. I don't think that's going to be a better idea, but it's all right. They would definitely read that screen. Instead, we end up getting a big hole up the middle, and we're all the way up to midfield. So I'm glad we ended up calling the audible. We definitely would have got more yards there than we would have with the screen. So pretty happy about that. Not happy about that effort right there as we end up losing a couple. You know what? Let's go play action here. We've been running it quite a bit. So maybe they're going to be expecting it again. Let's do this. Let's go off into the flat. In fact, you know... Never mind. I was going to say, maybe we could actually be open in the flat right there, right off the rip, but... or at least angle it upfield a little bit more. I know, we unfortunately cannot make that happen. Let's go 3rd and 12, though. Oh! He hit the wrong button. That's okay. That's okay. I did not want to call for the ball right there, but we did. It gets picked off, but our defense is going to hold them. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Let's go right up the middle this time as we get a big hole up the middle as another 10-yard gain. In fact, a little more than that. Now, our average is starting to look a little bit better, albeit it's only 4 yards per carry. A lot better than the 2 that we had earlier on. But come on, we need to pick up a lot more as we'll turn it upfield right there. That little burst of energy again for a good 14 yards. Let's go. We're starting to inch closer and closer to the goal line. This would be a great time to pull out a play action, I'm not going to lie. But I think we're going to still try to run it up the middle. Why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And there we go. Nice little jump stop right there. We're able to end up picking up 7. It's not a bad game. In fact, we're getting closer to the red zone as well. 2nd and 3. Let's go for the RPO right here. Oh, no. He could have just angled him that way as opposed to, like, you know, we would have been fine. That's all right. I accidentally called a run play right here. So let's go. All goes. Someone's bound to get open. And if not, we're going to end up leaking out and being right in front of him. Okay. Is he open? No, we can't hold on to it. 4th and 4, and we're going to end up getting the field goal. Or something happens and we don't get the field goal. That's great. So we're still only up 4 here with 3 minutes to go. Darn it. I can't believe he got a hold of our jersey there. We should have been able to kind of break out right there. But I should have put shoot clock on. Then we wouldn't have had to sit here until we got the clock down to 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So let's go. Run to the outside. Come on. Good blocks. There we go. And we end up picking up a couple. Yep. Obviously, they end up calling a timeout, which, I mean, realistically, it's a smart call right here. May as well get it out of the way. But is it really going to pay off when we end up picking up a first down right here? Am I right? 3rd and 7. Let's pick this up. Let's do it right here. There it is. Let's go! Not only do we get a first down, we get a whole hell of a lot more as we end up spinning our way up to the 50-yard line, but instead that is going to end up being a hold. And what was going to be a first down that very well could have ended up icing the game is going to be a 3rd and 17. That is heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. So let's go. Come on, let's be open on the screen. Obviously we are. We end up getting it up there. And no, we only get it up to a 4th and 8. Which means we're going to punt. We got to rely on the defense again. And surprisingly enough, they just held them. I mean, they've been doing it all season, I know, but the fact that we didn't get the ball back there, man, that would have been close. I wish we would have hit that field goal so I wouldn't have been so nervous right there, but I don't care. What matters is that we end up winning. We got ourselves an SEC championship. Now it's time to go into the playoffs and see if we can get that natty. I mean, we literally just took down the number 3 team in the nation. An 11-1 team at that. So let's take a look at this playoff bracket right now, as obviously we end up getting a first round bye, and so did Texas still. So again, they're still viewed as one of the best teams in the nation. And it looks like Clemson and Oregon ended up getting the first round byes as well. But we're going to be taking on the winner of Ohio State and Duke. Great, we're probably going to have to play Ohio State. And then Texas is going to have to take on Boise State or Tennessee. Lucky them. And then we got TCU, Oklahoma State, and then Oklahoma and Florida State in the bottom bracket. Obviously, we need to focus on the games that we're going to end up having right here first. So let's get into our weekly agenda. We're going to do a little bit of training because we're going to be able to get that extra skill point. And I honestly think that we're going to be able to potentially get one more upgrade as well. So let me quickly get into the upgrade player. And let's see, do we have anything in our physicals? We do not. We would need a couple more. Again, we can always do our IQ, but we might end up getting another couple skill points after this next game. So let's hold on to those 2, and let's hope that after this next one, we can have enough experience where we can get a couple more and be able to upgrade something else for the last couple games. Obviously, assuming we end up winning this game against... Oh, by the way, I totally forgot. We have the year-end awards as we end up winning the Walter Camp 2,278 yards on the ground, 317 carries, averaging 7 per carry. Not just that, we end up winning the Maxwell. Shouldn't be extremely surprised by that. But the big award, we end up winning the Heisman yet again. Back-to-back. And not just that, we pretty much went back-to-back on all these awards. And the way that we played this season, I'm not surprised. Again, we ended up improving in pretty much every category. Almost every category. Over our last season against Indiana. And I think at this point, we can confidently say that we definitely made the right choice in transferring. Simulate practice, let's advance the week, and let's see who our round, I guess technically 2, opponent is going to be. As it looks like, Coach is happy with us. Thanks, Coach, but don't really care. I care about who we're facing this week and who we're going to be preparing for. It's great that we get that increase to Coach trust, but... Of course, we got this game against Ohio State. I think this is going to be a pretty tough one. Take a quick look at the bracket, though, to see who else ended up winning. As, yeah, Tennessee beat the hell out of Boise State. Ohio State just absolutely owned Duke. TCU took down Oklahoma State. And then Florida State took down Oklahoma. So let's see what ends up happening here. Again, if we end up beating Ohio State, we might have a rematch against Texas. And at this point, I'm kind of hoping it's going to be Tennessee. Either way, though, we got ourselves the Cotton Bowl against Ohio State. Our offenses look very similar on paper, but again, our defense definitely being the X factor. Now, question is, are they going to be the X factor in this game, too? Now, what a way to start. A 3.5-minute drive that ended in a punt that pinned us back to the 1. Great job, defense. And I don't mean that sarcastically. So let's go right up the middle on this one. We get decent blocks. And we only pick up 3, but again, we're at least out of really kind of safety territory. Now, unless they get just a huge rush right here, I think we're going to be fine. So let's go. As thankfully we get around him. We get to the outside, follow some blocks, and all right. Now we're feeling pretty good. We got a little bit of breathing room now. And we got it all the way almost up to the 20-yard line. As we end up splitting out on this one, let's see if we can put those hands to the test right here. As, never mind, that's not going to come to us. But that is going to be a good 8-yard gain. We'd love to see that. So let's go with a run again, because why the hell not? As we see, we got 6 guys pretty much on the line right here, so that's probably why not. But we still challenge it. Let's go. Come on. He didn't come around to actually block anyone. Still end up picking up positive yardage, and that's going to be enough for a first down. So let's go for another run here on first. And, oh, great block. Unfortunately, he just gets blocked into us. And we got a second and 6 here after a 4-yard gain. Let's go. Let's do it. We're splitting out right here. Nope, don't move. Don't move. Stay right here. Snap the ball. There you go. That's a good gain. That should be a first down. As never mind, it's only a gain of 5, and we got ourselves a 3rd and 1. So when in doubt, go for the RPO. Give him the option. And yeah, he goes for the bubble, and that's enough for a first. Love that. Very methodical drive so far. As let's go for an RPO one more time. I was hoping that was going to open up some lanes here, but we got a lot of guys in the middle, and we do not like that as we're going to go up the middle. As never mind, we break through, but unfortunately we get stopped for only a gain of 4. Thought that we had a bigger hold than that. That's what she said. 2nd and 6, potentially the last play here of the quarter, as we're going to send him in motion. And let's see if we can pick up the first down, get up to midfield before we get into the second quarter. As there we go, we do. Good block attempt, even though we were trying to go out for the pass. And that is how this first quarter ends. Crazy to think that this is still the first drive of the game for us, as we've been able to kind of work this ball downfield. Now, let's just hope that we don't have to punt and pin them back on the 1 the same way that they did to us. 49-yard line. Let's start this off and let's get the clock moving. Let's go with that run right up the middle. As we get to the outside a little bit, that's only a gain of 3. Could be a lot worse. We've definitely had a lot worse this season, trust me. Don't get me wrong, we had a lot of yards this season too, but there have definitely been a couple plays that just got blown up in the backfield. Let's go out for the screen. Let's go. Give me some blocks, man. Come on. Come on, man. These guys are so slow. So slow. Let's go. Oh, gosh. No, never mind. We are calling an audible right here. Let's go for the all goes. Someone's going to have to be open on a streak. Someone's beating their guy off the line right here. I guess it's going to be us. I wish we would have gone for the catch and run, but you know what? As long as it guarantees a first down and we get a fresh set of downs, we'll take it. Let's go. 1st and 10. Get up there. What an aggressive catch! And look at that. Our hands definitely coming in handy right there. I'm so glad that we upgraded it. Oh my goodness. What an aggressive catch, but what a horrible defensive play by the secondary. Now let's go. Run up the middle here on first down. Get that block. We cut through the hole, and we get down to the 2-yard line. I would really like to just get in right up the middle right here. So let's see if we can do that. 2nd and goal. Let's get in. Let's get in. There it is right there. First touchdown of the playoffs for us. And we got ourselves a lead. Now, can we hold it? Well, at least it's only a field goal. That means we still got the lead as we end up going for the draw. Get a good block. There we go. Follow those blocks. We're being a little more patient. It's a good gain of 9 yards. So let's go inside zone here. Again, they kind of got the middle clogged up, but it doesn't matter. Our blocks have been phenomenal all day, and they're going to continue to be as we spin to the outside, but right into the arms of a defender. As thankfully we got another first down, and we're about to midfield. I know we should continue to run if it's working, but let's fool them right here. Let's go out for a pass. Well, oh, he ended up catching it, though. I don't know why I thought that he dropped it, but that's a good gain of 3 yards. Let's go. Last play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's get a good run up the middle. Get some great blocks. And that's enough for the first down. We're feeling good right here. Needless to say, we want to be the ones to end with the ball here this half. Because we get the ball back in the second half, and we would love to double dip. Because we got that 4-point lead, and if we can get another score here, oh my goodness, that would be amazing. As he ends up holding on to it on the read, and only ends up picking up 1. We should start to wind a little bit of the clock down, but again, we want to make sure that we get into the end zone as well. So this is going to be a nice little balancing of act of how far do we wind the clock down, and can we actually make it down there? I don't know why we're going for the screen pass again, but it might work. It kind of works. We end up juking in. That's not too bad. That's going to be another first down. It's going to stop the clock for just a moment as they end up resetting the ball. And you know what? Let's go on the ground. Honestly, I didn't think that the screen was going to work again, but lo and behold, it did as we go for the run up the middle. Wow, we get some good blocks there. We get to the outside. Oh, man, and we get down to the 3-yard line. Almost able to pick that up right there. And, man, almost in the end zone. They do call a timeout, obviously. But here on 1st and goal, they end up going for the RPO. And he hangs on to it, baby. We got ourselves a 2-possession lead. Hopefully they don't score here before the end of half, because it'd be nice to go up by 3. I'm sorry. Is there a chance that we could get another field goal before the end of half? We'll see here. Go out for the pass. Good call. Try to get it to the sideline. Obviously, he let him a little far, but it's okay. Hey, you know what? He's got the right idea. Get it out to the sideline. We still got 3 timeouts. We theoretically could still do this and get some points. And there's a good way to do it right there. Although we do need a first down as well, so I don't know. Maybe we should not have run out of bounds like that. We should have tried to get that first down. Because again, we got 3 timeouts. We could definitely waste 1. But let's make sure we pick this up right here. There we go. Let's do that. We call it first timeout. Okay, again, at the very least, we want to be able to get a field goal right here. I think we can do it. I don't think that the screen is going to be the way to do it, though. I hate to say that because, again, that's always usually some pretty good yardage if the blockers get out there, but it's okay. They should be able to read it by now. Okay. Ooh. Gets the ball knocked out. Sorry, we kind of knew something like that was going to happen, though. But we're fine. Hey, again, we still got 2 timeouts here, 24 seconds. That's a lifetime in college football. So let's get it right here. Oh, no. Okay, just don't let him score. No. Someone stop him. That was almost us. All right, well, they're going to get a field goal here before the end of half, and that means it's only going to be 1 possession. Or they're going to get into the end zone, and it's only going to be a 4-point game. If that is the difference in this game here, I'm going to be really upset. As we get that, and yeah, we're not going to be able to get the timeout. Not that it was going to matter. It would have been a Hail Mary, and it wouldn't have worked out. But now, thankfully, we got it back in the second half, and that's where we're going to start. We just need to make sure that every possession we get, we score. Doesn't matter if it's a field goal or if it's a touchdown. We just need to make sure that we score. Let's go. Good 5-yard gain right there. And may as well keep it on the ground. Again, that's been the best part of our game today, for sure. Let's get it. Never mind, because we can't block the guy off the edge. And now we're looking at 3rd and 6. I think we're going to split out again. I think that gives us the best opportunity to be able to get a first down if we get the ball. Question is, where do we go? There we go. Nice. Thank God we actually get to the ball. And we're going to get to midfield. Yeah, I was afraid that was going to be thrown out of range. But no, we get to the ball. Very proud of our guys. As again, he's just off the edge. Off the edge, and we just can't stop him. Everyone knows what's coming, unfortunately. Coach wants to go for a play action. You know what? Screw it. Sure, they're getting a lot of pressure, but why not? Let's go for the play action to give our quarterback less time. Why not? Let's see if it works. Well, thankfully that ended up working. And now we got ourselves a first down, almost here in the red zone. Why do I doubt our quarterback sometimes? Don't get me wrong, there's been some garbage play that he's had this season, but I would say 4 times out of 5, he usually does the right thing. Thankfully, he did there too. As we're now down in the red zone, 2nd and 3, and that's a big gain up the middle, but the defensive tackle ends up getting us from behind. Can't believe that happened. I don't know why I'm telling you to go all goes here. Well, let's do it. Someone's open. You bet it is. Let's go. They were sending the house prepared to stop the run. Instead, we end up going to the air, and we got ourselves a touchdown. At this point, we just need to hold on to this lead for the rest of the game, as we get a pretty good run right there. As unfortunately, we do end up getting an injury on the line again. I think that's the 2nd time that he's gone down today, which is unfortunate for our offensive line, but also unfortunate that it continues to stop the clock. As we go for the RPO, he's going to be open on that screen. That's going to be a big first down. Continue to go to the ground. Yes, it is going to be our 20th attempt today. But again, if it's working, it's working. So let's make sure that it continues to work right there. As, yeah, unfortunately, I don't know why we're going small, man. Are you kidding me? We've been owning your ass all day. Not the right way to say that, probably, but you understand what I mean. Go for that screen one more time. Get out here. Get that block finally. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Nice little spin move. Probably should have juked. I think we probably would have had a better chance of being able to get around both of them right there if we did, but it doesn't matter. What matters is we were down in the red zone, and we're going to get a little bit closer too. Big 2nd and 3 right there, and we're getting close to the end of the 3rd quarter, especially with us chewing clock right now too. Keeping that clock going. Again, we want to make sure that we get it to a 3-possession lead as opposed to just 2. So even though a field goal wouldn't be bad, we definitely want the touchdown for sure. So let's go. Well, it looks like the game clock is a 2nd quicker than the play clock. So now you don't need to clap for it, buddy. We're going to the end of the quarter. 6 minutes separates us from the semifinals. So let's see what we can do to hold on to this 11-point lead. Let's get into the end zone right here. As you can tell, man, we are just dominating the defense, keeping them to about 150 yards on the ground right now, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And hopefully we can take a little bit of that strain off their back, as hopefully we get in the end zone here on this play right now. As, bro, thank you for tackling us forward, but he was blocking us on that one. Well, let's go right up the middle here. Oh my gosh, we got an open lane, and that's going to be a touchdown. That is going to be a 3-possession lead with about 5 minutes left in this game. Unless something catastrophic happens, I think we're moving on. Well, that's not ideal. They did end up scoring, but still an 11-point game here. Oh my gosh, and we end up turning it up for a good 5 yards. All right. Could have got more, I think, but also at the same time, I saw that guy was going to end up getting us in the backfield. So glad that we ended up stopping that before it happened. Let's go. Hopefully last play here before the 2-minute warning. As nope, they just allow him to go through the middle. And yeah, that is going to be a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 7. My bad. We are not going for a screen again. Instead, what we're going to end up doing, let's go for that mesh spot. And let's split out, and let's find a way to get down to that first down marker. Pardon me. Yeah, we really don't want to punt here and give them a shot, but there we go. We don't have to. We don't have to. We get all the way down to the 25-yard line, and we can start to ice this game now. I think they still have one more timeout. It's totally fine. But we got a 1st and 10 on the 26 with a 2-possession lead. So let's keep this up. Oh my gosh, what a hole right there. We end up side-skirting some guys, and we're all the way down. Why do you keep coming back in the game, man? If you're going to continue to get injured and stop the clock and give them a chance, why do you keep coming back in the game? Get to the outside. Turn it up. I don't want to get in the end zone. And there we go. That's their final timeout. Again, I do not want to get in the end zone right here. We still might, but I'm hopefully going to run into a big wall of bodies here to push it down to the 2-minute warning. Well, you don't. But at least they don't have any timeouts left. They do have the 2-minute warning, but we're still okay. We're up by 3 possessions. And we're back to 2. Back to 2. But this is where we ice the game. Just don't fumble the ball. Dude, that's the 4th time today that guy's gotten injured? Come on, we should just knee the ball, honestly. That should be the case right here, but instead, we're going to be selfish and just go up the middle. That's our 30th rush of the game. Oh, it's because we're on reset, not coach suggestions. My bad, I just took some unnecessary damage there for no reason. That's all right, we need the ball. We end up taking down Ohio State 35-24, and now we get to see if we're going to be taking on Texas or Tennessee in the next round. And Tennessee pulled the upset, and we do not have to face Texas again. That is actually really, really good news. I am not going to lie. I did not want to play Texas again, especially after that conference championship game. Instead, we're taking on Tennessee, who's a 91 overall across the board. Let's hope that we can take them down the way that we took down Ohio State. But if they took down Texas, that means that they are going to be a very tough opponent. Thankfully, our defense held them again the same way that they held Ohio State. That is incredible. As we get a rush on the first one, we get outside. Thankfully, that guy did not take us down, grab a hold of our jersey. We end up getting 11 yards on the first play of the game. Especially with our game plan these last handful of games, we've just been running the ball, pounding the ground. So let's go play action on the second play. And that did not work out. We do get a tackle. That's great, but that's a turnover. But thankfully, that's not our fault. You know, for every good decision he makes like 2 or 3 bad ones. So we shouldn't be too surprised. As we just go up the middle on this one, we get a nice little hole right there. And we end up picking up 7 yards. So let's go. Last play of the quarter. And we are down 3-0 here. Not the way you want to start this game off. As we'll find a hole up the middle. We do get stopped, but that should be a first down, which it is. So thankfully, we're going to be starting the second quarter with a fresh set of downs, and we're still moving here. So I think we're going to continue to just pound it right up the middle. Why not? It's been our best option, and our quarterback already has an interception, which is not great. Yeah, we find a little hole. Our receiver here decides not to block, which is unfortunate for us, but hell, again, we're still picking up chunk yardage every single rush. So let's see if we can do that here too, as we do. He ends up releasing from his blocker pretty quickly. Good for him on that one. And unfortunately, we get stopped for a short gain. I think it's time that we actually go out for another pass. Let's go for the RPO, actually. So we might end up getting the ball on the rush, but if not, he should end up finding someone. And he does. And that is going to be another first down. Just racking up the first downs here. It's just unfortunate that that first drive ended in an interception. But it shouldn't happen on this one as we end up going for the screen. There we go. There we go. Way to get out there. I thought he was going to crash in on us, but no. Good block there by our lineman. And that is one of the first screens that we've had where we actually got great lead blocks. So let's go 1st and 10 on the 31. Let's go with that outside zone. We get a monster hole up the middle, and I think we got ourselves a touchdown. Let's celebrate into the end zone, and let's pick up that first score of the game for us. We end up going up by 4, and hopefully we can hold on to it for the rest of this game. I mean, if we want to make it to the national championship, that's the only way we're going to be able to do it. Go for the RPO. We get a good block up the middle, but we only end up picking up 4. But still, 7 rushes for 71 yards. Damn good start to the game. Let's see if we can continue to hold on to that. It's a 2nd and 9 right here. We were actually going to be open once we leaked out right there. And instead, he ends up trying to go for a shorter pass. Or I guess that would be a deeper pass. And unfortunately gets stopped. Well, let's go. 3rd and 6. We need a first down right here. Let's do it on this. There we go. Nice little move. And we end up kind of tricking him right there. I mean, any time that we end up having like a matchup like that on a linebacker, realistically, we should have that 9 times out of 10. Although, was that not the linebacker? I actually didn't realize what number he was. Doesn't matter. What matters, we get the RPO right there, and we end up gaining 4 on it. Not too bad. Coach wants to continue to go through the air, but I say nay. I say we go with a run right up the middle, as we've been going to the air quite a bit here so far. As we get a big boost of energy, push him off of... Damn it! We get down to the 30-yard line now, and we are still just absolutely cooking. Absolutely cooking. Hit us out in the flat right here. Unless they go man to man. Okay. Not a bad call. Hit the drag route, pardon me, for a good 3 yards. So let's go. Last play here before the 2-minute warning. Yeah, last play before the 2-minute warning. We shouldn't give it back to them. I should just wind this down, but it's okay. I've had worse decisions. Like where we decided to run on that one right there. That was definitely a worse decision. 3rd and 6, though. Here with the 2-minute warning. We do get the ball back at half again. They had a really long drive to start this game. So let's see if we can pick up this first down and just continue to hold on to the ball. Again, the less time that they have at this half, the better. We'd prefer not to give it back to them, period. But we'll see what happens. Okay. Well, we're always good for one of those every game, right? That's all right, though. We're going to be able to come back from that. Our defense is stellar. See, what did I tell you? I mean, don't get me wrong. They should never be in that situation, but that's life. That's what happened. Let's go. Still up. Nice catch. And let's call that first of our 3 timeouts. As we're down to the 44-yard line, we're almost up to midfield, which means that we're getting a little bit closer to field goal range. I'd say we're, what, about 20-ish yards away, probably? Maybe a little bit more. That's all right. We're going to get there. Okay, that's not what we wanted to do. And you know what? I'm going to call another timeout. We only got 1 left. We got to be smart about it. But also, at the same time, we also need to make sure that we don't run out of time before we even get there. Let's go. 2nd and 3. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Come on, let's rush to the line. Let's try to get one more play. Try to get one more play here. Come on, can we rush to the line, guys? Thank you. We don't need any of the theatrics. Even though, yes, I understand that was me doing the theatrics. That doesn't matter. Let's go. Little screen pass right here. And let's go. Good blocks. And unfortunately, I think this is where we're going to have to call our timeout. Coach is probably going to kick the field goal right here. And we're going to go up by 1 full possession before we get into the second half. And hopefully we'll be able to pick up one more score here too. Again, let's have this end the same way that the Ohio State game did. Where, yes, they ended up getting a little bit closer, but we were just... No, we had that game. We had that game by the end, by the 4th quarter. So let's see if we can put this away by then as well. As we have 100 yards on the ground on the dot. As we unfortunately run right into the defender to only pick up a couple more. 102 on 11 attempts, not too bad. Only 76 through the air receiving. That's all right. We're going to split out on this one, and we're going to get at least 10 more right here. Well, that was only 5. That was only 5, but still, that's okay. By the way, I also just realized, too, they still got the colors for Tennessee down there on the score bug, so it's kind of weird. A little glitchiness, huh? That's all right. We're going to get out for a pass right here, and we're going to make sure that they give these points to Auburn as we go for the secure catch, and we continue this drive. As let's go. We're on the 46-yard line. Again, I'm actually going to start to turn on chew clock, to be honest with you, because I think, especially the way that we're running this ball and the way that the defense is going, I really don't see us having much of an issue controlling the clock. So let's do that, especially while we got the lead. Let's actually split out here too. We go one-on-one with the... Uh-oh. Oh, I did not realize. I said I was going to turn on chew clock, and then I don't realize that the play clock is going to go down quickly. So now that is going to be a 2nd and 12. That is going to give us a little more breathing room. I guess that's a positive thing. We're going to go out for a pass here. We actually split out right away. 2nd and 12. No! You stupid son of a bitch. We just never came back for it. And now it's a tie game. And we may have just screwed our chances of getting into the national championship. As, yeah, man, their defense just looks absolutely ready to stop us now. But that's why we need to go out there. We just need to right the wrongs that we've had. We've thrown into one interception. Actually make that two, one of them being a pick six. So we need to really make up for it right here. We were going to be open. We were going to be open. You got to be ready for us, man. You got to be ready for us. So let's go. We're going to have to split out right here. We cannot go 3 and out and punt. We just cannot. So let's get that first down. Bro, that is not even where I wanted you to place that ball. He's lofting that one up as if we're just going to the corner. And now this game just became extremely real. So much for putting this one away by the 4th quarter. It's possible that they may be the ones putting it away, as we end up getting a good gain of 8 on that one. So let's go back to what's working. Let's pound the ball. Why not? 14 rushes for 110. We should have at least 25 rushes by the end of this game, honestly. As there we go. That's another great gain right there. We need to stop just going to the air. You know what I mean? I think that's our big problem right now. Because they've been pretty soft on the rush defense. But their secondary is actually looking pretty good. Yes, come on, let's get some good blocks. Just can't get around them. That's only a gain of 2. Continue to go on that inside zone, though. And they got to be expecting a pass soon, right? Let's cut it up. Damn, that's going to be a 3rd and 2. I don't necessarily want to run on 3rd down, but we're going to anyways. We're going to try to fake them out, go with that fake jet. Bring them across. They are not moving. Let's go get that good block. Thank you. Thank you for getting around them. That's going to get us all the way down to the 29-yard line. Why weren't we doing this throughout the entire quarter? Why were we trying to be fancy? I don't know. Let's go. Another good gain on this one. As shouldn't have run into 81. We're trying to, again, well, I've been playing on a franchise mode with a guy who's got shifty, and I forget that that Nigel does not have shifty himself, even though sometimes he does end up running like it. Well, let's go. Last play before the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's get to the outside. That's weird how we ended up stopping, but that's okay. Again, that's going to end up bringing us to the end of the 3rd quarter, and we're going to end up going into the 4th. Again, down by 3, but down here really close to the red zone. It is going to be a 3rd and 4, and that means that I think that we are going to have to, unfortunately, go for a pass on this one. But again, as long as he does not end up throwing an interception, we're going to be fine. They go into a zone here, and it's a soft zone, I'll be even happier. Please tell me that got the first. Thank God. I was going to say, he actually could have hit us for the first down, but as long as he hits someone, I'm going to be okay with that. Let's go another run up the middle. Good blocks. Right into the defensive lineman. I'm going to go inside zone again. We got 6 guys up the middle, but I think that we can definitely run circles around them. No, I shouldn't have said that. We're going to have to turn off chew clock again. We are not going turbo, though. But let's go. Let's go normal. We're going to go for the draw. However, I just want to see what defense they come out in. And yeah, honestly, I think we end up going for the dagger. Someone's going to have to get open. At the very least, we get a field goal here, which is better than nothing. Oh my gosh, we got the first down. Thank God. We were open up the middle as well, but hell, as long as he's able to find, again, someone for the first down to keep this game going, I will be very happy. Let's go for the dive. We were going to go for the outside run, go for the stretch play, but no, they're there and they are ready for us. And unfortunately, again, 41 takes us down from behind. What else is new? We're just getting caught. Go inside zone yet again. I trust. Let's go. Follow those blocks. We're getting a little bit closer. I think that was only one. We're going RPO. We're going RPO. Let's see if our tight end's going to be open in the flat. Please tell me he's going to be open in the flat. He is. He is. Let's go. That gets us in the end zone. That gets us the lead again. And look at that. We're finally playing selfless. Of course, it's in the playoffs, though, which only makes sense because we've already won the Heisman. And yes, I would like to get our more stats here in the playoffs, but again, realistically, we just care about winning at this point. As there we go. They're going to start to call timeouts, and now we can put that chew clock back on. Coach wants to go out for a pass. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that because of the way things have been going, but okay. Let's see if it ends up working. There we go. What would you call that? Would you call that an overthrow or just a bad read? Whatever it is, it's a 3rd and 7. Oh, no, no, no. Please tell me that's a first. Thank God, oh my Lord. We were wide open on the right, but hell, you know what? Again, a first down is a first down. They do still have one more timeout, but I think we can start to ice this right now. One more first down does it as we go up the middle, but they're ready for us. They are definitely ready for us. Let's go for the play that ended up getting us that touchdown. Let's go for the RPO. And let's see if we can get some yards here. Yep, he is going to be open, but he ends up getting taken down. Again, that is going to be the last play here before the 2-minute warning. And let's see if we can hold on to the ball. Again, a field goal here actually puts us up. Oh, we are not even close to field goal range, actually, so never mind. Let's go for the screen pass. Hopefully that'll get us 11 yards. Again, we do not want to punt here. Yes, I trust our defense, but I would prefer to not have them step foot on the field yet again. No. Okay, it's actually a good thing that we dropped it. Yes, that's going to give them more time, but hopefully our defense can hold them. And thankfully they do. That is 2 games in this video where we get bailed out by the defense, and we're going to the national championship game. We take down Tennessee 17-13, and despite some diabolical play by our quarterback, we still move on. Question is, who are we going to be facing in this final game? And it looks like we're going to be taking on Oregon, the number 2 team. And honestly, this is best case scenario, am I right? This is what you want to see in the national championship game. 2 undefeated teams that went 15-0 this season and won their respective conferences. So let's see if we can go out there and we can prove why we are the number 1 ranked team in the nation. Oregon, their overall is worse than what we saw in the last couple games, so why can't we go out there and end up winning the Natty? Thankfully, offense gets to set the tone this time. The defense has gotten to do it the last couple games. They've done a fucking hell of a job. So why can't we do that right here? As we get to the outside, we get around them. Oh, that little extra step right there when we were cutting up definitely made the difference between a first down and just a 5-yard gain, unfortunately. But let's go. We go up for the screen. Hit me. Let's go. How are we missing our blocks, dude? Come on, man. We're better than that. Come on. We can't give up. We can't give up right here. Not in the national championship game. We need to complete this undefeated season. Come on. Why not? As we get the ball, we go right up the middle. We got ourselves the first down. All right. Now it's time we pick up one of those patented, 15-yard gains right up the middle. As we are going to try that right here. Get to that next level. Let's go. That might not be 15 yards, but that is damn close to it. So let's keep this up. Again, man, I'm hoping this defense is going to be very soft compared to what we've seen the last couple games. Especially with those overalls where they're at, too. That's going to be a hold. And what was a huge gain, again, gets called back to another hold, man. That is multiple times in this video, too. And unfortunately, it's happening in the biggest game of the season. So what was a big first down on the 32 is now pushed back behind the 50-yard line. And it's a 1st and 20. That's all right. Let's pick this up right here. Let's go for the fake jet. And let's go. Let's get that big hole right there. And let's only end up picking up 7 yards. Still good 7 yards, don't get me wrong, but not the big game we had on the play before that got called back. We're going to split out, because why not? 2nd and 13, we need to get closer and make this a 3rd and manageable. How about we get ourselves a 1st down right there? Look at that play. We get all the way down to the 23-yard line, and we're looking damn good now. Let's do it. Down in the red zone. Oh, almost in the red zone. Not quite there yet, but we will on this one right here. There we go. Get all the way down to the 10-yard line at that. 5 rushes for 42 yards, and we might be able to cap this first drive off with a touchdown. Let's go right up the middle again. Decent blocks, but we just can't get around them. And it's going to be a 2nd and goal. Go 8 yards to go to be able to get into the end zone. And if we split out, does anyone come with us? Yeah, we got a safety on us. Let's do it. It's actually a nice throw and a nice catch. A little in traffic there, but our receiver has it for the first score of the game. And honestly, whatever way we can pick up the natty here, I will be happy with. Of course, we're going to try to go for runs here, because why not? As we end up getting stopped a little bit, but a good 8 yards on that one. And again, we just are consistently picking up positive yardage. So if that's going to continue to work, let's do it. Wow, we break a handful of tackles right there. And we get another really good gain, almost up to midfield. So again, I want to see if we can put this game away early. On paper, we are a much better team. But unfortunately, he got through on that one. Stopped us in the backfield, but we still found a way to pick up 1 yard. Impressive. So let's go 2nd and 9. I'll be honest with you, we did not call for that. I'm surprised he threw that to us considering we were in some serious traffic. But that's all right. 3rd and 9. Send him in motion. There we go. Way to hold on to that ball. We got ourselves another big 1st down. Again, upping the hands and everything was just a phenomenal call. Phenomenal call. Because that's definitely helped out quite a bit. Wow, what kind of glitch was that to get him all the way to the left? Like he bounced off a bunch of guys right there. And let's go. Now we got a 1st and 10. We're getting a little bit closer. And unfortunately, 85 forgot to block that guy right there. And now we're sitting at a 2nd and 11. So let's do it. We're going to end up going for that RPO again. This has been bread and butter for us pretty much these last couple games. As look at that, he's open in the flat yet again for a good gain of 4. Not as many as I was hoping we were going to get. Especially with the decision when we actually had a little bit of a running lane. But still happy with that, as that's going to actually wind it down to the end of the 1st quarter. Not bad. We got a 7-0 lead here to start. And again, a good chance here to be able to go up by 2 possessions here at the beginning of the 2nd quarter. Let's split out right here and let's be ready. Let us be ready. Nope, never mind. We can't hold on to that. It's going to be a 2-possession lead, but unfortunately it's only 10 points. And unfortunately that cuts it to 3 points. But sorry, we knew they were going to get in the end zone, you know. They're a 15-0 team as well. Oh man, we juke them out. And we got ourselves a touchdown on the very next play. Yep, we probably shouldn't have celebrated that early, but we get tackled into the end zone. And my goodness, man, we find a way to just get that score on the next play. Now, can we do that again before the end of the half? That's the question. 7-point lead right here, and it would be really nice to be able to pick up another score before half. Because this time, we do not get it back before half. Or at the end of half. Oh my goodness, we're still at 2 o'clock on. My goodness. All right. Thankfully, we do have 2 timeouts, but we're going to have to change that up here in just a second. Stop that. Snap it. Snap it. Thank you. Oh, we are wide open. What are we doing, brother? What are we doing? I can't believe that. Okay, so I don't even know. 3rd and 7 now. My God, that is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. So let's go. There we go. There we go. All right, now we call a timeout. Screwed ourselves in the first half of this drive, but we were making up for it with that play right there up the middle. Thank God we ended up finding a way to get free. Let's do this. We are going to split out to the right because I feel like that is going to be our best opportunity. So let's go. We can obviously go on an out right here too.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He fires this throw and is intercepted.
That sucks. Great play by their secondary, though. That's all right. We had a similar situation against Tennessee, but thankfully we still have the lead this time. And we're still up by 1 full possession, as we're going to cut that up for a gain of 5. 4? Okay, well, that's fine. Now, question is this defense going to be susceptible to another screen pass? Or are they going to read this off the rip? Oh, they do not. They do not. Get that block right there. Can we get out? We cannot, but we get to the 41-yard line. That's nice. Our 5th catch of the day for 83 yards so far. As let's go. Let's keep this up, man. Let us keep this up. Go for that RPO. Why not? Look at that. 2 guys out there for 3. Throw it. Get that bubble. Good blocks. But that's only going to be 3 yards. Only going to be 3. Let's go for that power O. Let's go for that power O. We're on the 38-yard line. We're getting closer to field goal range at the very least. As there we go. Another good hole up the middle. We follow those blocks all the way down to the 24-yard line. And now I'm going to start the 2 clock. Again, at this point, I'm not necessarily looking for the stats. I'm just looking for a championship, baby. Just looking for a championship. As we get good blocks right there, too. And we pick up 5 on the ground. Let's go. We're going to go outside zone. We usually do a lot better when we go up the middle, but hell. Let's see if we can get good yardage here, too. And nope. Should have listened to my gut on that one. And we end up getting stopped for a no gain. We're going to be okay. Hey, 2 minutes left here. We're looking pretty good. 3rd and 5. We can still end up picking up the first down right here. Just make sure that we don't test their secondary. Boom. We hold on to that ball, surprisingly enough. We ourselves another first down. And now we got a goal to go situation. Let's go. Minute 30 left in the 3rd. Uh-oh. He slips through the line, unfortunately for us. And that is a damn good stop by him. It's okay, though. At the very least, we're getting 3 here, you know? Well, you would presume. Go another run right up the middle. Get around and push him off you. Push him off you. And we end up picking up 3 yards. That almost was a stop for no gain, but thankfully, you find a way to pick up a few. I don't know why you want to go play action down here. I don't know why we would want to go for a screen when we know that they're going to read it. But instead, let's split out here. Let's make sure that we do it quickly, because we don't have a lot of time. Let's go, 3rd and goal. And we secure catch. Get in the end zone. Are you sure? I can't believe that. I thought that we got in. And I don't think that we have the ability to challenge. But let's get that down to the end of the quarter. That's so rough. We couldn't stretch forward for it, unfortunately. And now we got a 4th and goal here on the 1-yard line. So let's just pound this one in. I think. Never mind. Apparently, coach took the quarter to think about it and decided to go for the field goal. Which actually might have been the right call because they ended up coming down and scoring, and now we only have a 3-point lead. As let's go, come on. We need to get those blocks a little bit quicker. Alright, let's go for the screen here. I know they're going to be ready for it, but it's worth a shot. Oh, they're not ready for it. They're not ready for it. Bro, you need to hold on to your blocks, man. And he pushes us out of bounds as well. And that means that clock stops. Actually, at this point, if we don't pick up the first down, might be beneficial for us. Because then we have 3 timeouts if they end up scoring. Oh, let's go. Hold on to it. We do. We got that first down. Your savior of the game right here. Thank you very much. Down to the 40-yard line. They're going to be ready for the run, but you better believe we're not going to give a damn about that as we pick up a good 8 yards. And we are just inching closer and closer to this national championship. Go again with that inside zone. I know if we get it down to 240, they're probably going to start calling timeouts. So let's do that. And let's get them to waste it, as they're going to call one right here. This is the right call. But we're still got a 3rd and short. Still got a 3rd and short. And we're going to be ready for a pass right here. They still do have 2 timeouts, which is sad, which means we're going to need 2 more first downs to be able to ice this. Oh, let's go. Just stay in bounds. Go down. Let's go. 1 timeout left, and they have the 2-minute warning. But we're going to be fine. I just realized again that we've just been on the recent plays and not what coach wants. But I don't care because you know what? It's been working. As let's go. They finally call their final timeout. And at this point, we are literally 1 first down away. No, we're sticking with what we want. Let's go with that inside zone again. We are 1 first down away, potentially, from icing this game now. Actually, it might be 2 still, if I'm being honest, as this is going to take us down to the 2-minute warning. Call the inside zone just to wind that clock down, and let's go. We get this first down, we win a national championship. If not, it is up to our defense to be able to hold them 1 more time. We're not even in field goal range, so if we punt, there's a chance that we can get them pinned back. But again, we want the first down. There it is. Secure catch, baby. That is going to be the game. Oh, man. We almost screwed ourselves multiple times, and not just this game, but all the other ones as well, except for maybe that Ohio State game. And let's go. After transferring from Indiana after a couple of tumultuous seasons, we end up winning a national championship and going undefeated at our dream school at Auburn. Let's go. We end up taking down the Oregon Ducks, who were 15-0 up to this point, 20-17. And let's go. What a stat line to end our college career. 175 on 24 attempts and 128 yards in the air. As, come on, hand us the trophy, man. Why are we not handing it off to coach, right? But there we are, finally celebrating. I am so happy that we're finally able to accomplish all the goals that we had. Again, with the way that things went at Indiana, I was a little nervous, but thankfully Auburn is what ended up being the trick for us. And what a way to end our college career. What's going through our head right now? Honestly, let's be honest, we're going to take all the credit. This is our last game. Nothing really matters at this point except for our brand in a way. We're going to the NFL no matter what. But man, what a way to go out. Conference championship, Heisman, national championship, national single season rushing yards record. Come on. What haven't we done in college now? Now it's time for us to take our talents to the NFL, and I'm excited to see where we end up landing. We're going to advance the week, and we're going to take a look at our stats to end this year, and also look at our trophy room as well. Because, man, we had a lot of them. This trophy room is going to be extremely full. But again, we want to look at these season stats. As look at that. 2,793 yards on the ground. 27 touchdowns as well. Receiving-wise, almost 1,800 with 14 in the air. Definitely an incredible Heisman season. Now, just quickly, again, looking year over year, we just got better every year. Look at that. We, again, 9 more touchdowns, 50% increase in touchdowns. Almost doubled our yards on the ground as well. And receiving, we finally got over that mark and over in touchdowns as well. So we improved every single season, especially coming from Indiana, coming here to Auburn, which is really incredible. Now, quick little trophy retrospective. It looks like, oh no, someone robbed our dorm. We unfortunately no longer have trophies. Someone stole them from us. But it's alright, you guys saw what we did. We repeated in every single award that we could have won as a running back from last season to this season. And needless to say, a conference championship in the SEC and a national championship as well. And I think it's time for us to leave to the NFL. And you better believe we're going to be exporting him to Madden. And you're going to see, next time we end up showing up with Nigel Cunningham, he is going to be on some NFL team. Which one? We'll find out after the Combine. But thank you guys so much for watching and for all the support throughout this entire series. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in Madden. And hopefully we can end up going to a good team, not the Packers, and we can win a Super Bowl there as well. But again, thank you all very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and put down in the comments who you think we're going to get drafted by next season.